Devotional, Tuesday, 10th of November. In the mid-1980s, I spent a year working in Glasgow. At that time, there were no EasyJet flights, and frequently I suffered at the mercy of the North Channel, either on a Stena or a Townsend-Thuraston ferry, and I encountered plenty of storms. And after 30 years in ministry, I've seen a lot of storms too. I've learned that in turbulent times like this, there is nothing more secure than the anchor of God's promises. We have this hope as an anchor for the soul, firm and secure, as Hebrews 6:19 reminds us. Could you use some hope at this time, in the midst of the choppy seas of life? Perhaps the wind of change and challenges blowing in your faith, or your family, or your finances. Anchor deep into the unshakable promises of God and hold on tight to these 4 lifelines. They can withstand the waves of worry and difficulty in your life. First of all, hang tight. God gets you. He's been there. He's been here. And He understands your pain. The stunning idea is simply this: God for a time became one of us. Does this promise matter? Well, if you ever wonder if God listens, He does. If you ever wonder if the uncreated Creator can, in a million years, comprehend the challenges you are facing, then ponder long and hard the promise that Jesus is able to understand our weaknesses. Hebrews 4:15. Secondly, overcome despair with prayer. When life overwhelms, pray to the one who is in charge, and know that He is praying for you. Will God do what you ask? Perhaps. Or perhaps He will do more than you can imagine. Stand firmly in the promise that when a believing person prays, great things happen. James 5:16. And ponder this truth. Jesus right now at this moment, in the midst of whatever trouble you are facing, is speaking on your behalf. He is calling out to the Heavenly Father. He is advocating for a special blessing to be sent your way. You do not fight the wind and the waves alone. Every day He speaks up for you. He always lives to intercede for us, as Romans 8:34 tells us. So hang tight, overcome despair with prayer, then pull together when life comes apart. In times of extreme challenge, we can divide or we can unite. One of the beautiful things that can emerge from times of trouble is extravagant compassion and care for our neighbours, crossing lines and building bridges. Our pain bears fruit if it reminds us that everyone has value and we were created by God in God's image for God's glory, as Genesis 1:26 tells us. And then finally, evil exists, but it does not win. Yes, we'd rather have a storm-free life, but we can count on the devil stirring up trouble and fear. Take heart. God has overcome. Satan's days are numbered. So in those moments when all that is good appears to be lost, you do not need to worry. Remember the evil one. The God who brings peace will soon defeat Satan and give you power over him. Romans 16:20. Hold fast to these lifelines and ask yourself this key question: is what I'm anchored in stronger than what I'll go through? Sometimes it may be a calamity that thousands are facing together, or it may be a personal battle that no one else even knows you're dealing with. But God knows. He knows and He cares, and He wants to buoy you in the day-to-day difficulties and guide you home to safe harbour. When the storm hits, anchor to no one but God. Storms will come, but when they do, filter them through the promises of God. And since promises are unbreakable, your hope will be unshakable.